What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and today we're going to look at the Lincoln Riley offense in NCAA Football 06. I'm going to cover the broad strokes of the scheme. I'm going to give you a custom playbook. I'm also going to cover some of the base concepts, and hopefully by the end of the video, you'll have a pretty good understanding of what Lincoln Riley's trying to accomplish on the field. Now, I have several good links below in the description. The big one is I have created a playlist of the Lincoln Riley offense. This is how I like to study various schemes if there is film out there for it. Thankfully, everybody and their brother has covered this offense in some form or fashion. Now, I have, as of now, 40 videos, which is great. A lot of good stuff right here. It covers specific concepts. It may cover a full game, actual full game film, I should say. Quarterback drills, this, that, and the other. It's just some really good content. I highly suggest once you watch this video, if you were interested in diving deeper into the scheme, start here. There is more than enough content here to get you excited to learn more about the offense. And who knows, if you watch enough of this stuff, you could probably expound on what I'm about to show you in this video, and you can make your playbook better than what I'm going to show you today. So speaking of, let's talk about my playbook. Now, I created this playbook to reflect his offense, of course. Now, I want to just briefly cover his philosophy. He is an air raid guy. Now, most people, when they're thinking air raid, they're thinking Mike Leach, 4 wides the entire time, quick passing. Mike Leach, you know, I've covered this in my air raid playbook. It's gun spread, a lot of gun trips, and maybe some gun two-back slot, and that's kind of it. Very simplistic, get the ball out quickly, that sort of thing. Well, Lincoln Riley has evolved his offense into more of a balanced attack. He loves to run the ball. He likes to use various types of run schemes, a lot of counter, a lot of zone, a lot of pulling linemen, a little bit of everything. He's also very big on being personnel friendly. What I mean by that is he goes beyond the 4 wide stuff. If he's got nothing but a good tight end and a couple wide receivers, like you may see here in gun split, he will use this more often. So when you ever watch some of his film, you're going to see formations of a very different variety, and I really like that. I'm all about getting your best players out there, even if it may not be gun spread. It may be more of a 3-wide set or so on and so forth. So this is my custom playbook. Now, it's nothing but shotgun. We'll start off with gun split. It's a 2-back look with 1 tight end. Then you got gun 2-back slot, a very popular formation of Riley's. Then you got gun ace twins. This is where you're going to start your 1-back stuff. You got 2 tight ends and a couple wide receivers on the left. Then you got gun normal. Then you get into your 3-wide stuff. Then you got gun wide trips. Gun trips over. You got gun tight. This is your 4-wide stuff. Then you get into gun spread, gun trips, and that is it. Now, there are about 5 other shotgun formations in this game that you could change in and out. It's up to you. This is just a base, something for you to work off of. Over time, you can find some other plays and some of these other formations that may fit what you're trying to do more so than what I'm going to show you here today. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below of the images of every single play in this game. But at least this gives you something to work off of. So that is my custom playbook. Use it as you wish. It's up to you. The next thing I want to talk about is just about 5 or 6 main concepts of the offense. I want to start off with the run game. As I said, he is real big on pulling linemen and such. I suggest we're going to start off with like gun wide trips, for example. QB choice. This, I suggest, be your base run play. Work off of this. So we're going to pick this. We'll go up against nickel. That's fine. QB choice, it is all about handing the ball off to your halfback. You can keep it with your quarterback. If you notice here, you got a pulling right tackle. This is the closest thing as you can get to one of his counter plays, for example, or just any of the pulling lineman stuff that he really likes to use. So you can always hand the ball off to your halfback. You don't ever feel compelled to keep it with your quarterback. It depends on your quarterback. Notice everybody and their brother on the defense shifted to the right. You probably just need to go ahead and hand the ball off and get whatever yards you can with your quarterback, or with your halfback, I should say. They're going zone. If you like the numbers in the box and you got a fast quarterback, maybe you want to try to cut up field with the quarterback. It's just up to you and your roster, but I highly suggest you start off with QB choice as your main run concept. QB choice is in pretty much all of these formations. Here's gun trips over. We will have it here. There you go. QB choice. You got another right tackle pulling and such. It's just all over the place. So make sure you start off with that. The next thing is, when it comes to his run game, I could probably cover, he's a zone blocker type of play caller as well. We don't have anything really close to that in this game, unfortunately. So I suggest, if you want to replicate the zone blocking, like for example, inside draw is technically zone blocking in 06 terms, just a lot of straight man up blocking and such. I suggest your next run concept actually be PA read. PA read, this is your RPO. Everybody and their brother has seen me use this concept a million times in various dynasties and such. But you can run the ball with the PA read. So we'll go ahead and select PA read out of gun normal. And if you want, treat this as your zone read look. That way you don't have any pulling linemen. Some people don't like the pulling linemen stuff. I suggest you do that. But again, this is a pass play as well. It's play action on top of that. Since he loves to run the ball, I suggest you have play action on top of your run game, and PA read is the perfect place to start. So again, you can keep it with your halfback, just let him have it and pick up whatever yards you can. Or if you want to, you can keep it with the quarterback and pick up whatever yards you can in the passing game. And there are just tons of PA reads in this playbook, by the way, so don't feel like you're stuck with this particular one. But you can go to your halfback there, pick up whatever yards you can. It's just a really good concept, and he likes his RPOs. He's not the biggest RPO guy in the world, but I suggest you treat that both as your main play action concept and like your zone running. So you can go and go to gun wide trips, for example, and here's PA read there. You got a different routes in the particular play there, but they're all going to be a little bit different depending on which play you pick. But PA read, again, it's all over the place. Here it is in gun trips over. So go from QB choice, then probably go into PA read next. And then what I suggest you do is add some true play action. And what I mean by true play action is we're going to go ahead and pick PA inside. This does not give you the option to run the ball, to hand the ball off to your halfback. It's just, again, just true play action. I want to select this one because this particular concept, we got like a switch combo on the right side and a shallow route or a drag, is in several of these formations. So I highly suggest you start there. But notice this is drag route right here. That's air raid one-on-one type stuff. They've been using the drag route for decades. So we're going to go ahead and select that. I always like that drag route going to the short side of the field. Looks like they're going man. I'll probably go over the top to a cover zero beater. Let's see if he can make that touchdown. Good little play there. They're going zone. This is what I really love about this. You can go to this drag route. If I don't get sacked, and I did, we can try this again. We can go right here. You can go to that drag route, and you can pick up some serious yards with it. I really love it. I highly suggest you sprinkle in some play action with that RPO along with that QB choice. It just all works together, because if you think about it, we can go to this QB choice here. It's that mesh look. It's handing that ball off. Then you got the handing the ball off look with the PA read. Why not add a little bit more of that with PA inside and such? Another play action. Just give that defense that same look. Because if you go and look some of that film that I showed you in that playlist, he loves play action. And I don't blame him as much as he likes to run. So the next thing I want to talk about is some drop back stuff. The big thing I want you to focus on is crossing routes. That's just another staple of the air raid. We're going to go to gun type, for example, and this play right here is just a great example of what I'm talking about. This crossing route and this one right here, you will see this so many times. And wide cross is the main concept of the air raid in terms of that crossing route. Lincoln Riley uses it a ton, and this is a great example of that. So we'll go ahead and select this. I'm going to put this on the right hash because I like to have that little drag route you see underneath to the short side of the field. But these drag routes crossing routes are absolute killer, and I love them to death. Here they're going zone. We'll just go ahead and do something like this, like I hit when I threw it. But these are great man beaters more than anything else. You can go over here, and if you watch the real game film, he has more Y cross than you can think of. It's just incredible. So you could go to gun trips. I know there's a really good one in here. Wide receiver drag, did you notice the same thing? You got a crosser, you got a shallow. This is technically mesh in the 06 terms. There's not many mesh plays in this game where it's two drags crossing each other, but this is more than enough. A crosser with a drag. I highly suggest you really focus on the drag and more of the crosser as your main drop back concept. I could probably find another one in here. Oh, well, I could go ahead and show you, with gun PE read or gun normal, what did we have? We had another crosser. That's another reason I wanted to show you that. So just really focus on that crossing route. Get comfortable with it. I love this one as well. I'll go ahead and show you. RB crosses at a gun 2-back slot. Just look at that crosser. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you to go find some of these plays because, again, you could probably put it together better than I can, and it's just up to you and what you're comfortable with. But this should be your main drop back concept. Crossers. Think crossers and some drags. The last thing I want to talk about is the screen game. He loves using screens. That's an air raid thing. They've been a screen-heavy offense for decades, and Lincoln Riley is no different. I want to show you a couple different ones. Gun Ace Twins has probably my favorite one. I love tunnel screen. You got a screen on the backside with the X receiver, and you got a little flare out with your halfback, which is really good against man. So let's go ahead and rep that up for a little bit. I'm going to put this on the left hash. I always like to have my screens on the short side of the field. I just think they work better. Now, against man, I suggest you just go over to your halfback and pick up some good yards there. It's usually a really good man beater, but the zone, definitely go to your wide receiver to the screen and pick up some serious yards there. That never gets old. That's very fun stuff to do. Looks like they're going man again. If they went cover zero, you could hot route that tight end over the top. Ooh, they are going cover zero. We can try this. Maybe we'll get a touchdown. Nice. Lovely. Just a really good concept. Again, zone, hit that screen, pick up some yards, let that other receiver get a block if he can. That's a wide receiver screen. There are plenty others you can go over to, like gun trips. And I love slot screen over here, so you can select that. Again, put your screen on the right side and just rep this. Now, you can go man or zone to the screen. Now, they went cover zero. That's why I went to that guy. But here they're going zone. Definitely just go to your screen like this. Throw it quickly and pick up whatever yards you can. So definitely add in your wide receiver screens. But don't neglect your halfbacks. You have halfback screens in this playbook. They're all over these particular formations. We go to gun trips over, for example, and you can go over to halfback screen right here. This is a big zone beater for me, but look what else we have. We got another crossing route. Again, those crossers are such a mainstay in his offense, but we're going to go ahead and select halfback screen from here. I'm going to bring it over. Again, put your screen on the short side of the field. Looks like they're going man. You got several options here, but I can go to that crosser. That's good defense there. They're going man. It's up to you how you want to do this. You can go and you can bring a guy over to get some more isolation if they go cover zero like they're doing here. You can do that, and he may be able to get a touchdown here. Not bad. But the thing is against zone, you can always go to that halfback and pick up whatever yards you can. I'm going to see if they... Looks like they're not going to go zone. I'm going to force that. So we're going to go ahead and select halfback screen, and we'll go up against a cover 3, for example. So they're going zone. This play is all about giving it to the halfback. Let him go over here and pick up whatever yards he can. I'm going to try to make this look halfway decent for you. We can do something like this. There we go. That's a little bit more like it. You got a little bit better blocking and such. So add the halfback screen to your wide receiver screens. You got, again, halfback screen right there, and you got slot screen right there. So those are the main ones I wanted to cover. Just about 5 different base concepts. He has so much other stuff in his offense. I just don't have time to cover it all. But that's what that playlist is for. Go watch the game film. Go watch some of these other guys covering the offense. There are just tons of content here that you could probably find some other concepts that I didn't mention that you can add to your offense that may be in this game. You got to do some homework on that front. So hopefully this was helpful. Again, you got something to work off of, but at least you have an idea of what Lincoln Riley is all about. Again, balanced air raid. That's just kind of think about that. You can pass as much as you want. You can run as much as you want. I just think it's a balanced air raid in terms of being personnel friendly, roster friendly, and it's just got a little bit more diversity, and I think you're going to enjoy it. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.